Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This morning's video is how not to look older when wearing black, and my 6 modern 2025 outfit ideas and why they work. With that, let's get started. First and foremost, when you're wearing black, it's really important to think about brightening your face. And an easy way to do that is to make sure you're wearing your most flattering, your most beautiful neckline. So image number 1 focuses on those of you that love a V-neck neckline. Well, that's a beautiful way to show just a little bit of skin and to highlight your beautiful face. You'll notice this image also takes advantage of adding some pops of color. There's nothing quite like your favorite pops of color. In this image, I'm showing a little orange and a little pink, and black is very welcoming to strong color contrasts. Our next image is a different neckline, my personal favorite, which is the Bordeaux neckline. And here we're showing it in a little bit more of a casual take. Black and white, we all love the classic black and white. And here the white is reflected in both the sneakers and in the earrings. It's casual, but it's always thoughtful and always chic. The next way I love to brighten up the face is by using both statement jewelry as well as your favorite scarf. This is really going to be the beginning of the scarves making a return in a very big way in 2025 and 2026. Here, the image that we're looking at employs a scarf as a top. It's really the summer version of wearing a scarf. And rather than a blazer on top, we have a button-up linen shirt, my easiest and favorite way of layering in the summertime. White, again, is used as the highlight color for contrast, both in the earrings and the bag and the shoes. I love a scarf, as you know. I love it 4 seasons of the year. And I think I'll link the 2 videos that we've done in the past on how to tie scarves, because you're really going to be looking at how to do that in the fall and the winter. Take advantage, dig in the back of your drawer and find those scarves you haven't worn in quite a while, and remind yourselves how to tie them, because you'll want to do so in the fall and the winter. This is also an opportunity to wear a statement necklace. If you're not so much an earrings person, but you prefer a lovely statement necklace, take it out and enjoy it. This is a beautiful opportunity to do so when you're wearing all black. Now, those of you that look at my shorts will recognize this black linen dress. I love it. It's my favorite for summer. I'm showing it here as an example of the need for lipstick when you're wearing black. Now, I know some of you don't wear makeup and you always look amazing. And I wish I were that woman, but I'm not. I need makeup. At the very minimum, I need to give a little bit of color to my brows and mascara and a lipstick. That's my minimum. Now, have a look at this image. The only accessory is my lipstick. I'm not wearing any earrings. I'm not wearing a necklace. I'm wearing my Fitbit, but no bangles, and my shoes are black. But I hope you'll agree that that lovely red still gives my face some life, even though all I'm wearing is a simple black dress. I should talk, I look a little different today maybe. To those of you that have been following me for a while, I've chopped my hair off. I'd love your opinion. Do you think I should keep it short or should I go back to my sort of longer length? I really respect your opinion, so please type away and tell me what you think. I'm never sure about what I prefer, whether it's here or here. So I'd love your ideas. And I am showing lipstick that I've never worn on my video before today. It's by Violette. I am using her bronzer. as well. This was not gifted, by the way. I bought this with my own money, as well as her blusher. And I have to say, I really love how easy it is to apply. There's a little brush at the other end, which you just use to sort of blush it in. She's French, so it's all about minimal makeup. And I'm also wearing her lipstick. I'll put them in the description box below. I find them very easy and looks like you've been kissed by a little bit of sun, but hopefully not too much. So a little bit of a new me today. Let me know what you think. I love your opinions. The next image illustrates how easy it is to use layering to create a little bit of an accent. So in this image, again, it's a summer outfit. We've popped a white tee, just shows a little bit here, under a black linen short sleeve top, using it as a bit of a blazer. And the accessories are black with the exception of the white earrings, although I think frankly it would look just as lovely with no earrings at all, because that white is such a strong way of lighting your face. Now, if you're not a t-shirt fan, or if you wanted to make it more dressy, instead of a t-shirt, you could put a little camisole just peeking out underneath. That would look beautiful as well. Or if you find this a bit too boring, it's a great opportunity to add your favorite scarf. Now, whatever that print might be, in this particular example, I've chosen an old black and white polka dot scarf to add a little bit of excitement to the black and white. But you could use stripes, you could use an abstract print, you could use your favorite floral, whatever you like, to add just a little bit of interest on top of your layering. The next way to add interest is texture. Now, in the winter, it's easy. We have so many textures available to us. But in the summer and the transitions from summer to autumn, it's a little bit tricky, requires just a little bit more thought. This one mixes 3 textures to a relatively little bit more formal outfit. So the 3 textures we've added here is number 1, the sheer sleeve. Sheer is such a beautiful way to add interest. Next is the silver earring, adding a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a sparkle. And finally, the third is the patent leather shoes. I always remind myself that the shoe that I choose adds texture, it adds interest. So if this were winter, maybe we'd be adding a suede shoe, but never forget that shoes add interest and texture as well. Another option here might have been adding a bit of lace or even beautiful buttons. You know when you have a long sleeve shirt that has just gorgeous French cuffs and button? In my mind, that adds interest, that adds texture just as well, making an all black outfit all the more interesting by the addition of texture. Pop. So in this image, we've added a ruffle. A black ruffle has a beautiful way of adding dimension to your clothing. And we've also added some gold statement pieces. As you probably know, large, heavy statement pieces have definitely returned. We're looking at what we were wearing in days gone by. So a big pair of chunky earrings, a lovely big chain bracelet. Those are lots of things you can pull out of your jewelry box once again. Now, I have to admit that I think silver is more modern at the moment than gold is. But I'm a believer and you have to wear what suits you. In the summer months, if you have a bit of a tan, I find that a tan welcomes gold jewelry beautifully. And I tend to reserve my use of silver for when I no longer have a tan in the winter months. But I recognize that everyone is different and everyone has their very own favorites. The next outfit makes use of, yet again, the scarf. And this time provides a wonderful little shoulder dance on top of our all black outfit. The white earrings and the white shoes do a beautiful way of creating a sandwich tie-in with the scarf. So we're seeing a white in the earring, a little bit of white in the scarf, and finally a white in the shoes, creating beautiful proportional balance. Even the gold in the bracelet that picks up the gold from the scarf just helps our eye believe that this outfit really is in proportion. And it certainly isn't a drab, all black outfit. Next outfit predicts the accessories and the fabrics that we're going to see in the coming autumn and winter. So what we have in this all black outfit is a bit of a leather in the top. We're going to see lots of leather. Mind you, we always see a lot of leather, but we're going to continue to see a lot of leather in this coming autumn and winter. And we're also going to see animal print. Once again, no surprise there. But I think rather than some of the prints we've seen in the past, I think we're going to see a lot of focus on snake print. Now, some of us despise snakes and there's no way we could wear a snake print. And for those of you who are like that, my apologies for this outfit. This just has a tiny little bit of snake print in the shoe, but there's certainly going to be many accessories available in faux snake print for the coming autumn and winter. We're going to see shoes, but we're also going to see bags and belts in a big way. So if you're interested in adding a tiny bit of snake print, I think you'll be able to do that with all different accessories at any possible price point. We're going to see two shapes that are going to be available in the autumn and the winter. And I think you're going to see them everywhere. And they are number one, peplum, and number two, an emphasis on the very strong shoulder that we saw in the 90s. The first image is a black peplum top. Peplum is flattering on every body shape. It creates the illusion of the hourglass shape, which is always appealing. This top has a kind of a short cap sleeve and definitely gives me a waist that I promise you I do not have. So it's all creating an illusion. And the next image is a very broad shoulder pad that I've tucked underneath this black and white herringbone silk top. In each image, I've shown both the peplum as well as the strong shoulder top together with a straight leg jean. I think that we're going to see a lot of different shapes in trousers. So whatever you have, you're going to be able to wear in the autumn and the winter. Whether you're a fan of the wide leg, whether you're a fan of the bell bottom, the boot cut, or the straight leg, everything is going to be available, and it's going to be wonderful because everyone is going to be able to take advantage of whatever trousers you have in your closet. The only important thing is to remember the proportional balance. So if you wear a strong shoulder, wear a straighter leg. If you have a wider leg, make sure that you have a slightly more fitted top to ensure that beautiful proportional balance. My final tip is to keep alert to your changing skin. I have certainly found with my skin that my undertone is changing. My skin is drier than it's ever been, and certainly the area under my eyes has become more and more discolored as I age. As a result of that, I am all the more careful about how I wear black. Black can, on a bad day, if I haven't drunk enough water, if I didn't get enough sleep, if I haven't been eating properly, or let's say I'm suffering from time zone differences of holiday travel or visiting my daughter on the West Coast, I can wake up some days and I really look I look unhealthy. My coloration is just not very vivid. Those are the days that I don't wear an all black outfit. Those are the days that I reach for maybe a charcoal gray, or I perhaps reach for a deep navy, as you'll see in this image. I find that black just drains my face if I'm not looking my best. So I try to be a little bit more sensitive to wearing navies on those days, just not that blunt black that can drain my face. I'm also more aware of making sure I have white or a pop of color next to my face, as you see in this image. Thank you so much for joining me here are my ideas for how to make prevent black from making you look older. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Maybe you've even learned one little takeaway. If you have, leave me a note in the comments section below. I love hearing from you. I hope you're all very well. Get up, get dressed, be happy. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate the time you give me. Be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.